most people 18 years and old who are under like prefer playing sports, but they just really watching movies.
Okay, so 7.1% age 18 over prefer playing sports. But first of all, it looks like the percent Marie is talking about does match. But these guys say that isn't their top preference, though. So what you're saying is correct. I think maybe what Marie said is correct, too. I see 7.1% is what Marie is saying for sports and students 18 years or younger. And that's what I have right there. So you could go either way with Marie. I like the way you explained what you said. Shane, you guys, how's Shane?
She's wrong.
Is Shane wrong? Okay. Shane says 1.07 adults over 50 prefer walking. What did you see? Is that? Well, let's see. That we're talking about adults over age 50. Adults over age 50. And then I look at walking. I've got. I think
10.7.
I think you might have been looking at the middle group, right, Brian? Okay, so I got 10.7, and it looks like they did something wrong with the decimal. So wrong decimal. Isaac.
He's right.
Isaac was correct. Olivia. Olivia's wrong. More adults over 50 responded to the survey than any other age group. Adults over 50. Who was the biggest group?
Adults age 19 to 50.
Okay, so age 19 to 50 was biggest.
Wait a second. Did they tell you which one's right and wrong? I just missed that. They have thumbs up and thumbs down.
Oh, interesting. After creating relative proceedings. Okay, for each statement, explain why the student is correct or incorrect. Okay, so yeah, they did tell you. Now, that's okay. We used our brains here. 8th graders, let's see. How can we hear them?
What? I can't read that. Look at that. Aaron is correct.
Smallest percent.
Aaron.
Okay, thank you. Got it. Got it.
Thumbs up.
Aaron's correct. Least popular activity because it's the smallest percent. Flip the page. Okay, top of the page right here. Which age group was the smallest percent of people surveyed? So age group. Who was the smallest percent?
Students age 18 years old or under.
18 or under your age. Which activity was preferred by the largest percent of people surveyed? So you got to look at the totals for the activity. Okay, so which activity, sports, movie, reading, talking, which activity is preferred by most people? What do you guys?
It's not that. It's the largest percent of people surveyed, so it's by.
Wait. Number 5, which activity was preferred by the largest percent of people surveyed? So for 4, it was which group, and for 5, it's which activity. What do you see?
It's tied up. No, it's not walking.
I see 29.3 and 29.3. Okay, so Memo, what activities are those?
Movies and reading.
Good, that's your answer to number 5. Okay, number 2. Somebody to read 2 for us. Thank you, Christopher B. You did so good helping Martine. Previously,
you used a bar graph to visually represent data. Another way to represent data is to use a stacked bar graph in which the bars are stacked on top of each other as opposed to sitting next to each other.
construct a stacked bar graph of the relative frequency distribution. Let the x-axis represent age. How many age groups do we have? 3, 18 and under, 19 to 50, 50 plus. So this is age. Excuse me, Brody, you're writing this down, yes?
Your mother's called me Lee.
Don't pay attention to him. Okay, so x-axis is age. This is going to be frequency in percents this time. All right? And we're going to stack the activities. How many activities did we have? 4. So we're going to make a key. What are our 4 activities?
Sports, movies.
Let's do them in order, maybe how we found them on the... Good. Sports.
Movies. Reading.
Or you can read out and walk at the same time.
Okay. Okay, so for a stacked bar graph, instead of having our bars one right next to the other, we're going to put them one on top of the other. We'll start with sports. I go to the 18 and under. Oh, wait, I need to look at these axes. This axis right here has lines but no numbers. Let's look at my percents. Besides that 100 for total, what do you see as the biggest percent? What do you see as the biggest percent? Maybe we need to look at totals. Actually, we're going to need to look at totals this way, probably. What's the biggest percent over here? This will determine how we stack things. What's the... Besides the 100? 39.3. So, I need to get at least maybe to 40 here. Let me see if I can go by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Let's do these by 5s. But again, I had to kind of think about what would fit and at the same time spread things out. If we did this by 10s, it'd be kind of squished on down smaller than what we need. You want to be able to see the differences. Okay, so now the first thing we're looking for is category sports for 18 and under. They have 7.14%. If I'm going to draw that as a bar, here's 5. It's going to go up a little past the 5. What should we do with the sports block?
Mine has diagonal lines.
Diagonal lines. Okay. So then in the next age group, I see 3.6. So for sports, they don't even make it up to 5. 3.6 is about 4. And then 50 plus, Brody. How many people 50 plus like sports? What percent? You're going to have to flip back to the percent table we did. 50 plus sports. What do you see?
Is that the total?
No, just the 50 plus.
Oh,
Who liked
3.6.
50 plus? Oh,
1.8.
1.8. Okay, so that's about 2. If this is 5, 2 is a little less than halfway up. Okay. Movies. Now for each age group, I'm going to look at movies. For the students, 10.7 like movies. Now 10 is 2 of these boxes because each box is 5. All right, so there would be like 1 box, there would be like 2 box, and it's a tiny bit more than that, but this graph we're kind of having to estimate as we stack stuff. Okay, but I went 1, 2 boxes up. What should we make movies bar look like?
Dots.
Put some dots.
Could you screw it up or down a little bit?
Okay, now I got to go to the middle age group. We're still looking at movies. Chris V, can you see what the 19 through 50s said for movies?
11.4.
11.4. So again, I'm going to estimate about 10. And I remember that each of these lines is 5. So here's 5, here's 10. It's hard to do this exact on this kind, but we want to be able to see the kind of the relative sizes of our bars. Now 50 plus, Christian, can you see the older than 50 group, what they thought about movies? 7.14, okay. So this one I remember was at 2, so 7, adding 7 would bring it about up to the 10. Okay, reading. Ernesto, find reading for the 18 and under. What was their percent?
7 or 8%.
Yeah, 7 or 8%. Okay, so from here, 8% is going to be a little less than 10. I'm using 10 to estimate size because 2 lines is 10. So going up to right about here would be 10. I'll go a little under that. This is 8-ish. I need a new symbol.
Blank.
Leave it blank. Nice. Reading. And then I have 9-ish. Again, about 2 boxes, but maybe a little less. And then for reading for the 50-plussers, I have 12.5. 10 of them is 2 boxes. 12.5 is about halfway up the next box. Walking. Memo. The younger group, what'd they think about walking? What percent?
2.9%.
2. Okay, so I'm just going to go up a little bit. Should we fill it in, or straight lines, or stars?
Swirl lines. Swirly.
Ooh, swirl. There we go. Walking has the swirl. Okay, group between 19 and 50. Brian, the 19 and 50, what'd they think about walking? 15? Ooh. 15 is going to be 3 lines because each line is 5. Now it didn't start exactly on the line, so I'm going to go down below. But that was one of the biggest groups, and I'm swirling. Oscar, do you got your swirls? Almost, good. And then the last group is the 50 and older. What'd they think about walking? Brody?
10.7.
10s are easy. 2 boxes is 10. All right. And this makes sense. It looks like our things are right about the right proportion because when we look at the percents, we knew this age group was the biggest percent and this age group was a little percent. All right? What conclusion can you draw by examining this graph? What patterns can we see, my friends? What do you see? What do
The middle
you?
one's the biggest.
It's symmetric.
Symmetrical.
Middle is biggest, and that was the 19 to 50 age group. It's symmetric in that the other two side groups are both a lot smaller or about the same size smaller. Side groups roughly equal. All right. Ho, ho, ho. What do you see at the top of the next page? This time we're doing the same kind of thing, but the x-axis is going to be activities. What are the activities? Sports, movies, reading, walking. This is going to be frequency. And in percent. And fives are going to work again. All right. This time, we're not going to have 4 bars. This time, we have the 4 things this way. We're going to have 3 groups. What are our 3 groups?
18 or younger.
18 and under. 19 to 50 and 50 or older. Okay, let's go slash and dot. Have at it, my friends. I'll be walking around. Your turn. Ho, 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 ho.